located in southeast Wisconsin. Come discover Racine County. Plan your visit today at visitracinecounty.com.
Welcome in to Pritchard Park. It's the 2024 USL 2 season opener for RKC Third Coast. They play host to Rochester FC in the Deep North Division. Rochester FC comes into the game 1-1 on the season. They started the season with a 2-1 victory over the St. Croix Legends, followed that up with a 4-1 loss to Bavarian United SC. For RKC Third Coast, it's the first game of the 2024 season. They're captained by Colin McCamey, but we're going to run through this Rochester lineup as we get started for kickoff. In goal for Rochester, Daniel McCloskey. Backline, Bo Drath, Juan Lopez Arteaga, Geoffroy Letienne, and Matthias Seymour. Midfield of Kazuki Okazaki, Spencer Dunlap, Guillermo Roman, and then up top for Rochester, we've got Gabriel Ramos on the left, Jake Parrish on the right, and Eric Lagout up top. Lagout is their top goal scorer, 2 goals in their season-opening victory over St. Croix, both of them coming in the first 20 minutes. We're going to run through the RKC lineup now. It's a thin lineup for RKC, starting in net, Daniel Rana, the Parkside goalkeeper. He's joined by a back line of Luis Flores on the right, Mattia Bui on the left, Nicholas Rogalski, and Jaden Strumeyer through the middle. Midfield trio of Colin McCamey alongside Jacob Godiguez and Mickey Riley. And then up top for RKC, Kevin Andrews, Tank Anderson, and the number 9 for RKC is Caius Cantaudis. Well, it's a good matchup that has brought a lot of goals for RKC. Last year, 2 games against the Loons finished 3-0 for RKC and 6-1 for RKC here at Pritchard Park. We'll step aside for the national anthem when we're back. It's kickoff at Pritchard Park and a kickoff for the 2024 USL League 2 season for your RKC Third Coast. RKC Third Coast, Rochester FC. It's two matchups that RKC used to leapfrog themselves into the USL League Two playoffs last season. But it's a fresh slate in 2024 for the team based out of Racine. And on the other side, Rochester FC looking to bounce back from a midweek 4-1 loss to another Wisconsin team in Bavarian United SC. I'm your commentator, Arnav Pokhrel. As we get started for kickoff, once again, Daniel Rana in net for RKC. And captaining the RKC side, it's the Northwestern midfielder, Colin McCamey. He's a returner for RKC this season. Played in 10 USL League Two games last year for RKC as they made the playoffs. Rochester last year finished 5th on the season in the Deep North Division. 4-2-6 record for the Loons last season. The big win for them was away against Thunder Bay Chill in Canada with a 2-1 victory. It was 2-0 for the longest time in that game until a late penalty in the 98th minute broke the clean sheet for Rochester, and that goalkeeper no longer with the program. He's over at Reading United. Kieran Brown tonight in goal for Rochester, Daniel McClosey, who wears the number 1 for the Loons. Rochester in their away grays, McClosey's in black, and RKC, the home red tops, navy shorts, and Daniel Rana's got his Parkside green in net, but this time with an RKC logo on it. We're set for kickoff. It's going to be Rochester kicking the ball away. Eric Lagout, the Drake product, stands at the center dot. As we get set for kickoff, just awaiting the final blow of the whistle, and we're underway. The 2024 USL 2 season starts for RKC. Rochester content to play it around the back. It'll find McClosey and work to his left to Seymour. Chance to press for RKC, but Geoffroy Letienne working well with the man in front of him in the midfield. Goes out of play for an RKC throw-in on the far side. Immediately looking for Caius Cantaunis, but headed away by Letienne. Here's McCamey bursting through the midfield. Touch of the hand on the ball. Whistle blows. It's going to be a foul on RKC. Rochester will gain possession, move the other way. To the near side. Finds Juan Arteaga from Hastings College. Originally started his college career at Drake. Back to Seymour. Letienne looking forward. It's a bad pass from Geoffroy Letienne and a chance to break for RKC. And there's a push off the ball. Kevin Andrews goes down. Andrews from Wisconsin University, spent his first 2 years at UCF. Earned a lot of all-conference honors, but wanted to move closer to his hometown in Minneapolis. That's why he transferred to the Badgers and had himself a great year. 1 goal, 1 assist, playing over 1,100 minutes for the Big Ten side. McCamey and Andrews stand over the free kick. Options in the box. It's a tall box between Rochester and Caius Cantaunis. Ball played in. It's a beautiful ball. It's headed wide by RKC, but there's a danger on the set pieces. And getting in on that one was Mickey Riley. Mickey plays his college ball at Carthage College, has 1 more season left in him, I believe, of eligibility. One of Carthage's greatest players of all time, Mickey Riley at the Division III level for the team based in Kenosha. Works to the right side in Bo Drath. Drath, a player at St. Bonaventure University as a grad student. He's picked off the ball. A chance to break for Andrews. Clipped in, looking for Mickey Riley. It's still high, and out to collect is McClosey. Both teams still not at full strength in terms of rosters, so we'll see if the matchups later in the season on June 15th and on July 3rd will be a better testament between how the two sides have played in 2024. Rochester, their first foray forward, out of play off of RKC, and back go the RKC defenders, throw it on the far side for the Loons. Bodrath stepping up to take it. He'll leave it off for his midfield, and now it goes back to Drath. Works across to Spencer Dunlap, who just started to play at Green Bay. Now it'll find Mickey Riley. Riley's pass into Caius Cantaunis eventually falls to McCamey. Now it'll work all the way back. Center back pairing of Nick Rogalski and Jaden Strumeyer. Strumeyer from UNCW, played 5 seasons there, completed his grad school. He's yet to get the diploma, as he mentioned in our Talking 262 podcast just yesterday. Ball comes in. Cleared away poorly from Letienne. A chance to dive on it for RKC. And now Rochester can counter. Here's Parrish, the captain. Looking wide, and back goes Mattia Bui. You're not going to beat him in a foot race. And he'll go all the way back to Daniel Rana. Bui, the Italian from Brescia. And it'll find Strumeyer. Finds Flores. Luis Flores transferring to Parkside for 2024. Rogalski to McCamey. McCamey through pressure. All the way back to Daniel Rana for RKC. Out to Strumeyer. Strumeyer holds up possession, looks for an option, find Jacob Garrigues from Quinnipiac. And now back to Daniel Rana. Rana over. Back to Strumeyer. Shouts for a foul from the referee. They'll get it. Carson, you might have to loosen the pegs a little. Loosen the knobs on the left. Yeah, that one. Throw in, kick in for RKC, off the free kick. And calmly back to Strumeyer. Strumeyer over to Rogalski. And Rogalski will continue the move to Flores on the right side. Flores skips the second pass. We'll find Strumeyer. Jaden Strumeyer wants to go long. We'll roll it on the floor to Mickey Riley. Riley, a loose touch. McCamey's got to hustle back, and he'll find a touch to Nick Rogalski from Lewis University. McCamey again through pressure. The Northwestern man has been bossing the midfield so far for RKC, but here's a chance to counter for Rochester. Intercepting is Juan Arteaga, but his pass is loose in the midfield and a chance to break for Garrigues. Finds Caius. Caius Cantautis with the through ball to the outside to Tank Anderson. Anderson's ball in, curving. It's a good-looking ball from Tank Anderson, just couldn't find a foot of any RKC teammate. Carson, you gotta get the ball. What? Make sure the ball's always in frame. You can zoom in and out too if you need. It's the thing by your thumb. Your right thumb. Back in by Dunlap, all the way back to Miklosi. Now working through the midfield. Foul called. It's RKC ball, or RFC ball, excuse me. Carson, set your camera down. Get less of the trees. Moving through the midfield again. RKC regain possession. Mattia Bui. Strumeyer over to Rogalski. Flores has the ball into McCamey. It's cut out by Seymour, but only as far as Caius Cantautis, who's dropped well into the midfield. Now it finds Strumeyer. Strumeyer wants the ball to Andrews, but it goes just long of the Wisconsin man. It's a great ball from Jaden Strumeyer. Just couldn't find that final touch. And it went a little bit over the head of Andrews. But Andrews wins it back. Bodrath has his hands up, looking for a call. He's not going to get it. Works across to Rogalski. Rogalski down low to Flores. Into Anderson, looking to the return pass for Flores. Can't get it. He turns Dunlap around and called for a foul. Luis Flores. Played 3 years at UIS, Illinois Springfield. Started over 30 games for them, Luis Flores. Carson still need less trees from you. Just tilt it down, tilt it down, tilt it down. There you go. Back to Seymour. He's got Kazuki Okazaki to his left. Instead, he'll play it back to McCloskey. Back to McCloskey again. Now across. Finds Geoffroy Letienne. He's got a bit of acceleration. Wants the long ball to Eric Lagout. Lagout able to bring it down. He's free in space. There goes Eric Lagout working to his right foot. Now cuts it back to his left. Lays it off. The pass back to Dunlap. Rochester working in space. Now here's Dunlap. Got out by Mickey Riley. All the way back to McCloskey. Letienne. Back to McCloskey again. Now over to Seymour. Geoffroy Letienne transferring to a Division II school after spending 2 years at junior colleges. 1 year at North Iowa Area Community College and another at Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Here's Seymour. Juan Lopez Arteaga. Roman. Long ball across. It's a chance to break forward again. Here's Ramos. Bursting free inside. Parrish lays it off. And it's cut away by RKC. Corner kick upcoming for Rochester. Curled in, headed away by RKC. Chance for the rebound shot. It's well wide and out of play. We're dealing with some camera issues here at RKC. If you bear with us for a little bit. Carson, zoom out a lot now. You're our man camera for a bit. Yeah, less street. Let's get the action, get the ball. All right, we're back on RKC Third Coast YouTube channel. I'm Arnav Pokhrel, in case you forgot with that long break as I fixed the camera. But RKC Third Coast score a goal thanks to Mickey Riley and the assist from Colin McCamey. So it's two returning players for RKC who get the goals going for Racine Kenosha County in 2024. McCamey again through the middle looking for Tank Anderson. Couldn't find him, but Tank does well to win the ball back in the midfield, and he'll fire a pass back to Rogalski. Flores cuts in. McCamey checks his shoulder. Will go back to Rogalski. And across to Strumeyer. Strumeyer goes all the way through to Jacob Garrigues. And Garrigues finds McCamey, who finds Riley. There's the through ball intended for Andrews on the far side. Couldn't find him. But 20 minutes in, and RKC Third Coast lead Rochester 1-0. Seymour back to McCloskey. Strumeyer wins a header. Okazaki. Okazaki plays at Green Bay alongside one of his teammates and one of his opponents. Caius Cantautas also plays at Green Bay. Rochester's captain Jake Parrish also plays at Green Bay. Daniel Rana, the goalkeeper for RKC, played a couple of seasons at Green Bay as well before transferring to Parkside for his redshirt sophomore season. And there is Rana dropping it off to Strumeyer. Now across to Rogalski. Rogalski looking middle, finds Mickey Riley. Riley releases back to Rana. Across to McCamey. Loose from Kevin Andrews. It goes all the way back to Geoffroy Letienne. Across again to Seymour. Now inside to Eric Legute. Through ball out to the outside. A chance to break for Rochester. Down the right wing. Numbers tracking back for RKC. It's deflected in and dove on. Daniel Rana gets across. He'll push his defenders forward. On the near side again, Rogalski. Inside, Tank. Little back heel flick to Flores. And here goes Luis Flores in space where he excels. Flores is taken down. No foul called as he's down holding his finger. Went right into the hip of Okazaki and Arteaga. And Rogalski will play it out of play as Flores still remains on the floor. Luis Flores took an absolute rocket of a hip check from a Rochester defender. Helped up by Tank Anderson, and it'll be a drop ball. Possession will go back. Outside, it'll be a throw-in for Rochester, and we'll see what they do with it here. Most likely going back to McCloskey. Actually, Arteaga will push it forward, and he'll let it go all the way back to Daniel Rana. So RKC will get possession. Rana rolls it out to Strumeyer. Out to the outside, turned over into Letienne. Now played outside, looking for Arteaga. It's going to run long. Juan Lopez Arteaga wanted a deflection. He won't get it. Now a chance to move forward for Caius Cantautas. Has it tipped away by Seymour. Rogalski. Back to Strumeyer. Strumeyer, long ball all the way across, and he's well hit that. Out of play on the far side. Just keep everything smooth, yeah? Yeah, all right. Thank you. Throw in on the far side for Rochester after Strumeyer's missed pass. It's into Dunlap. Spencer Dunlap, a returner for RFC. Had no one in front of him, and it's going to roll harmlessly into the hands of Daniel Rana. Back to Rogalski. Rogalski again. On the near side with Flores. Anderson flicked forward to Riley. Space to drive for Mickey Riley out to Contautas. Mickey Riley wins it back. Foul called. RKC free kick. McCamey steps forward. McCamey wants to move with speed, and he does. Finds Garrigues. Garrigues all the way across to Mattia Bui. The Italian's got some speed on him as he cuts in. Finds Garrigues. Was looking for the 1-2. Back to Mattia. Couldn't find it, and now it's a turnover. Rochester content to hold possession at the back. Juan Lopez Arteaga, Drake player, then Hastings player. Got a red card this season at Hastings College in a late conference game for Hastings. As Geoffroy Letienne back to Miklosi. Daniel Miklosi played at Lincoln Memorial University. 8 clean sheets in 20 games for the goalkeeper for the Loons. Good step in from Mattia Bui, and it's a long ball through for Rochester. A chance to break forward. Bo Drath leaves it off to Parrish. Parrish stumbles over his own feet and will settle it back to Seymour. Down low to Arteaga. Now to the inside, Okazaki to Parrish. Parrish looking for the through ball. Out to claim is Daniel Rana. Rana steps to his right. He's got Rogalski tying his shoe next to him, and he gives it off to the Lewis University defender. Mickey Riley drops in from the attacking midfield spot to receive the ball. Strumeyer leaves it out to Bui. Mattia Bui was looking for the clip up ahead, couldn't find it. Laid off, foul called. Rochester free kick. Wanting to move quickly, Spencer Dunlap couldn't find it. Letienne. Great ball up ahead, looking for Lagut. Bouncing high, Strumeyer with physicality wins it back momentarily. Lagut battling. Now Kevin Andrews comes flying in for RKC. Andrews wins it. A chance to break away for the Wisconsin Badger. He's got speed up ahead to Contautas. Couldn't control it. Mickey Riley takes one off the inside of the thigh, and Contautas calms things down with a pass back to Colin McCamey. Parrish giving pressure, but it's only him who goes forward. So RKC easily able to work around that. And now RKC can push forward Mattia Bui, the Italian. Clips it low to Contautas. Excuse me, that's Andrews who has his pass deflected out of play for an RKC throw-in. On the far side for RKC, Mattia Bui steps forward. Went over the head of everybody, including Contautas, and that's hard to do. Contautas stands about 6'2". As Miklosi lays it off for Seymour. Seymour plays at North Iowa Area Community College. Same college that his center back partner, Geoffroy Letienne, played a season at 2 years ago. Letienne scored 5 goals at North Iowa Area Community College. Most of them were penalties. As Letienne receives the ball back again, and he'll lay it off to Miklosi. Flores up ahead to Mickey Riley, who's pushed off from the back. Juan Lopez Arteaga, the guilty party. McCamey sets the ball down. Lopez Arteaga steps in front of it, and now will give McCamey some space. McCamey's got an assist already. Mickey Riley's got the goal. With the luscious locks of hair, the Carthage College man scores the first goal of 2024 for RKC Third Coast. McCamey's ball in again. It's beautiful at the back post. What a save from McCloskey. What a ball from Colin McCamey. Great opportunity at the back post, and Daniel McCloskey take a bow. An incredible kick save to keep the score 1-0. That'll bring up a corner kick. That's brought to you by the Prairie School, the 2024 corner kick sponsor of RKC Third Coast, and the RKC first goal of the game brought to you by Visit Racine County. McCamey clips a ball in, back post, open header. Strumeyer goes down through collision. Both Strumeyer and Mickey Riley went up. Both parties able to get back up and jog back to position. But Strumeyer knew that was the ball. He's got his head in his hands as he runs back to his spot. Red Onion Cafe is the official post-game meal provider for the RKC Third Coast side. Red Onion Cafe is located at 555 Main Street. Visit redonionracine.com for their menu or to book an event. On the bench for RKC today, Alan Alonso, who plays at UIC, as here's Rana coming out, sliding challenge from Strumeyer. Great defensive stop from Jaden Strumeyer. And now Strumeyer just launches a ball forward. And RKC calling for an aggression call at the back. A little bit of post-kick contact on Strumeyer. Fouls given, nothing else for Rochester. On the bench today for RKC, Alan Alonso plays at UIC. Really impressed so far in training with the freshman from UIC who's going to start his freshman season in 2024. Daniel Chiappetta, who just finished his freshman season at WIU, played in 8 games, including a start against Northern Kentucky. Max Floriani, the player for RKC last year who had the most amount of minutes in that 2023 playoff side. He's on the bench today for RKC. Will O'Connor of St. Bonaventure, Jacob Howard, formerly of Madison College, and Nick Diana, Division I goalkeeper at IPFW. Lopez Arteaga goes quick over the head of Rogalski. Strumeyer gives chase to Lagut in the corner. Defensive stand from RKC, and it's a throw-in for the Third Coast. Educators Credit Union is the official youth sponsor of RKC Third Coast. At ECU, we can help turn your financial dreams into reality. Visit ECU.com to start living your dreams today. Here's McCamey. Drives the ball forward to Andrews, but it's off the line and won back by Rochester. Pass up ahead to Ramos. Great turn inside and a chance to rip for Parrish. It's tipped up off the bar from Daniel Rana. And in the end, Rana collects. Well, that's Jake Parrish for you. He's got a thunderous left foot. Was named to the all-tournament team in the Horizon League at Green Bay. Scored a couple of goals. Scored a goal last year for RFC that was nominated for USL 2 Goal of the Week, as it was a strike from about 35 yards out in what ended up being the first goal of the game between Rochester and Thunder Bay in a game that Rochester won, the only loss for Thunder Bay last year. Dunlap gets cleated right around at the 20-yard line. Dangerous free kick upcoming for Rochester, a team with size. You've got Seymour, you've got Geoffroy Letienne making their way in the box. Eric Lagut, who can clean things up like he's done all season long for Rochester. Standing over this one is Jake Parrish with his left foot. Got to keep an eye out for Letienne, who stands 6'5" above everyone else on this RKC side. He's battling Colin McCamey. trying to keep him onside. It's going to go all the way to the back post, over the head of Dunlap, and out of play. Goal kick up coming for RKC. We're 35 minutes into the USL 2 season opener. It's a 1-0 lead for RKC Third Coast. Finds Strumeyer. McCamey up ahead to Kevin Andrews. Andrews with space and with speed. Has Mattia Buit to his left. Mattia leaves it off to Andrews again. Here's where Kevin Andrews can deliver. It's poked away, but kept in play by Mattia Buit. Andrews circles around. McCamey shields the ball away from Rochester. And he'll calm things down, go back to Strumeyer. Strumeyer can step forward. Plays a through ball looking for Commentators. Cut away by Geoffroy Letienne. Parrish and Dunlap together. Turnover. Andrews recovers for RKC. Finds Commentators again on the left side. Here's a Lithuanian native firing a ball, and it's deflected away. Now it's Andrews. Has a pass inside to Garrigues. Couldn't find it. Ball goes out of play over the fence. That one's in the forest behind Pritchard Park. Ball headed away by Rochester. And back for an RKC throw-in. Good move from Commentators. Fires the ball in. It's well over everybody and out of play for a goal kick. Final 10 minutes of half number 1. It's a 1-0 lead for RKC Third Coast. Thanks to a goal from returning player Mickey Riley. He was assisted by another returning player, Colin McCamey. So in a league where teams change so much and so often, it's the two returning players for RKC linking up for goal number 1 of the 2024 season. Juan Lopez Arteaga for Rochester. Lays it in, and it'll go all the way back to Seymour. Seymour's pass to McCloskey. Now across to Letienne. RKC showing press, now they back off. Commentators loosely runs towards Letienne as there's a long ball up ahead. Letienne, who has a leg on him, it's a great ball and a chance to break forward again for Rochester. The pass to Parrish runs just a little bit long. McCamey slows things down. Now Strumeyer, McCamey playing a little bit of one touch. Up ahead to Garrigues. Garrigues can't find the outlet pass. Had Andrews on the wing or Commentators in front of him, missed both of them as he went to go forward. Now Seymour. Back to Seymour again from Letienne. It's been a lot of play out of the back for Rochester. And it's another turnover in the midfield. Chance to break forward. Mickey leaves it off. Andrews. Options left and right. Cutting in. Tank Anderson. Andrews just missed him. Andrews wanted to run behind the defense, and Tank Anderson went in front of the defense. But that's first game jitters for RKC. That's something that'll be ironed out in the games to come. Back to Seymour. Moves to the near side, Juan Lopez Arteaga. Poor pass back. Mickey Riley's through. Here's Mickey Riley for his brace. He lays it across. Commentators skies it. That could have been 2 for RKC, and Mickey Riley is going to be disappointed that it isn't. Riley could have shot, went for the unselfish play, and it's the defensive midfielder, Caius Commentators, who absolutely skies it. Golden opportunity gone to waste for RKC. While Rochester is going to be thanking the stars for that mistake from Caius Commentators. As here's Andrews showing pressure. Calm at the back from McCloskey. Rochester want to build up through the back again. Hasn't worked much all game, but it's working now for the Loons. They've got numbers bursting up ahead. Here's Roman. Cutting to his right, options left and right. He'll lay it off for Dunlap. Now to the far side in Ramos. Up ahead, defended well by Strumeyer. Corner kick is brought to you. Excuse me, it's a throw-in, but our corner kicks this season are brought to you by the Prairie School, the official corner kick sponsor of RKC Third Coast. It's a poor ball in from Bo Drath, who usually offers so much offensively for St. Bonaventure. As Luis Flores gets lucky with a bounce, cuts in, Flores finds Caius Cantautis, and there's a push in the back from Lopez Arteaga. That's a yellow card shown to the Rochester left back. Work from Luis Flores. That's 3 years of college soccer experience there. Just did the right thing, cut in front of his man, and drew the contact, drew the yellow card in addition. Rogalski lays it off to Strumeyer, who's been conducting the team from the back line. Mattia Bui up ahead. Contact, nothing called, and now the foul will be given. So McCamey steps forward to take the free kick. Colin McCamey's got an assist. RKC have had 2 opportunities go past them. The most recent one, a Mickey Riley layoff to Caius Cantautis that he skied over the bar. As we're into the 41st minute of play at Pritchard Park, it's 1-0 RKC Third Coast. The lone goal scored by Mickey Riley. Here's a chance to break forward for McCamey. Steps to his left foot, and a sliding block from Geoffroy Letienne keeps the game at 1-0. Throw in for RKC, given away, and touch back to Bui. Here's a curling ball in, looking for the header of Riley. It's saved by Miklosi. That's 2 incredible saves from Miklosi to deny RKC. When you look back at this first half, 3-4-0 it could be. But thanks to the safe hands of Miklosi, a kick save from him as well, it's only 1. And you can't forget that skied shot from Caius Cantautis. After the pass from Mickey Riley just moments ago. Ball up ahead, looking for Lopez Arteaga. Rogalski will collect. Pressure from Lopez Arteaga. He'll lay it off to Daniel Rana. Rana lays it back to Rogalski. From Lewis University, Rogalski will step forward. Rogalski made 18 appearances in 2023, over 1,600 minutes for Lewis University. Mickey Riley with some space to turn. Instead, he'll play it back to Rogalski. Rogalski and Parrish battling. Parrish wins out. Strumeyer steps in and clears away. Up ahead to Caius Cantautis. Clipped on well by Spencer Dunlap. Dunlap redshirted a season at Iowa Western University, spent some time away from college, and then eventually found his way back to a collegiate roster. He's on Green Bay's roster for the spring of 2024 and for the coming fall of 2024 as well. Flores with the throw-in.
I need some water. No, I need someone. This thing came out.
Just do it with your hands. Yeah.
What about this?
Click cancel on the left screen. All the way back to Rogalski, feeling pressure again from Parrish. He's going to feel the pressure and play it all the way back. Now finds McCamey. McCamey with the long ball up ahead. It's a great hit ball and a chance to run onto it. Laid back off to Miklosi. Andrews went for the pressure. Now Miklosi lays it off to Bo Drath. Drath with a great ball forward. Lagoon in space. No one there for the flick on. Flores back to Rogalski. Rogalski up to Flores. Now Daniel Rana will play it to his feet. Rana's got some options left and right of him. He's got Rogalski to the right. Strumeyer's to the left. And now Rana picks it up. Fakes out Eric Lagoon and then rolls it to his right in Rogalski. Back to Rana it goes. 1-0 RKC thanks to a strikeout the head of Mickey Riley. Contautis held up by Seymour. Okazaki heads it forward to Parrish. In comes Flores flying through. Luis Flores, after his 3 years at UIS, is transferring to UW Parkside. Local college here in Racine-Kenosha County, based out of Somers, Wisconsin, right in between the two cities. As here goes McCamey forward on the press. And Seymour lays it back to Letienne. Mickey Riley thought about giving the pressure. Instead, he'll let McClosey and Letienne figure it out at the back. We're in to extra time here in half number 1. One minute of stoppage time here between Rochester and RKC. So we'll get to 46. Here's a chance to break forward for Jacob Godiguez. Has his pass cut out. It'll go all the way back to Rogalski. Rogalski fakes past Okazaki. Flores with some space to drive forward. This will probably be one of the last offensive plays. Flores still moving. Through ball up ahead, looking for his future Parkside teammate in Tank Anderson. Couldn't find it. Final few seconds of half number 1. Referee looks at his watch. And there it is. There's the call for halftime. RKC Third Coast lead 1-0 off the head of Mickey Riley, assisted by Colin McCamey. But a couple of chances for the Third Coast go begging. You had Caius Contautis with a wide open net and blasted it over. And a couple of great saves from Daniel McClosey in the RFC net. We'll step aside on the RKC Third Coast YouTube. We'll have second half action in 15 minutes here at Pritchard Park.
located in southeast Wisconsin. Come discover Racine County. Plan your visit at racinecounty.com.
We're back for half number 2 at Pritchard Park. It's a 1-0 lead for RKC Third Coast thanks to the head of Mickey Riley. He's got a long, luscious lock of head there, a long, luscious lock of hair. So no surprise he puts a header in for RKC's first goal of 2024. We're underway in half number 2 between Rochester and RKC Third Coast. Caius Cantautas missed an absolute sitter for RKC to make it 2-0. Daniel McClosey for Rochester has made a couple of great saves as well. As early pressure coming from Rochester, they play high. They get Strumeyer to misplay a ball up to Kevin Andrews. It ticks off the legs of Andrews and out of play. Bodrath steps forward, the St. Bonaventure grad student from Germany. Floriani now on for RKC Third Coast. He's on in place of Tank Anderson. So Floriani steps into the defensive midfield role. He led RKC in minutes played in 2023. The St. Louis University student. We're going to see Jacob Garigues playing out wide on the right now in place of Tank Anderson. And Colin McCamey and Max Floriani, the two holding midfielders. It's a bad ball from Jake Parrish, cleared away by RKC. Spencer Dunlap, the last man back, and he'll leave it off to McClosey. McClosey back to Dunlap. Now Geoffroy Letienne. McClosey again. Leaves it for Seymour. Wait, that might be an RKC change. Check the left center back under. I think it's 2. No, for RC. Oh, gotcha. 2, yes. Substitution for Rochester as well. Off goes Matthias Seymour. Into play comes Nexar Rojas, the Ecuadorian. So Nexar Rojas from Barton Community College. Played at Orense SC in Ecuador for his youth days, alongside another Rochester player, Raul Cedillo. Cedillo now transferred. He played his first season of collegiate soccer at Lewis and Clark Community College, was all-region his freshman year, transferred to Division I Bowling Green State University. He's on the bench right now for Rochester FC. Both of them played together at Orense SC before moving to the States. Here's Mattia Bui defending well for RKC. Dunlap bursting through. Cedillo is also on for Rochester. Just saw that sub getting confirmed. Corner kick for RKC brought to you by the Prairie School, the official corner kick sponsor of RKC Third Coast. Over to take the corner is McCamey. So Raul Cedillo also subbed on at halftime for Rochester. McCamey with the left foot. Drives it low, can't get it past the first man. Garigues needs a little bit of help. Battling with his defender. And Garigues loses out. Flores has to give chase, and he slides. Gets the ball just out of play. Luis Flores has done excellent so far. He's now moved to left back for RKC. And now he'll go back over to the right side. He was just there temporarily after the corner kick. Throw in now, it's Bo Draft. Back out to Draft. Cleared away by Bui. Now a chance to break forward for RKC Third Coast. Mickey Riley into Caius Cantautas. He runs into a wall. That is Juan Lopez Arteaga. Dunlap works through the midfield, and now he'll lay it off back to Nexar Rojas. Now Geoffroy Letienne. Parrish stands off his man. Rochester have settled into this game. Dunlap taking control. He looks for the through ball to Parrish. Couldn't find it, and a chance to break for Garrigues. Jacob Garrigues with options to his left finds Caius Cantautas. Now Andrews in space. Up ahead to Mickey Riley. Riley back out to Andrews. Kevin Andrews shoved off the ball. Corner kick, Rochester. Concedes a corner kick. It'll be a corner kick for RKC Third Coast. Brought to you by the Prairie School, the official corner kick sponsor of RKC Third Coast. Mickey Riley stands over the corner alongside Kevin Andrews, who's there as well. And now McCamey makes his way in there. As they get a ball now to the near side corner. Once again, McCamey, Mickey Riley, there together at that near side corner. Contact in the box. Player goes down. Garrigues will get the ball. He'll lay it off to Luis Flores. Flores with option to his left. It's Mickey Riley. Riley driving through in space. Pass across the field to Floriani. Here goes Max Floriani. Through ball up ahead. Garrigues to his left foot. Sliding stop from Geoffroy Letienne. What a slide from the former KC man. And that's what Max Floriani can do in the defensive midfield. As it's a corner kick brought to you by the Prairie School. McCamey, better ball, and this time it's flicked in! This time it's Jaden Strumeyer who scores for RKC, and it's a 2-goal lead. What a header from Jaden Strumeyer. Another assist for Colin McCamey. Jaden Strumeyer's goal assisted by Colin McCamey. And how about that for a moment for the UNCW grad student? It's now 2-0 RKC. Assist number 2 for Colin McCamey. Jaden Strumeyer, the benefactor. Both of the RKC goals have come on chances from Colin McCamey. Here's Mickey Riley. Has Andrews to his left. Andrews cuts in, lays it to McCamey. It's a shot blocked away by Nexar Rojas. Legut brings it down with his chest. Parrish, long ball across the field to his Green Bay teammate Okazaki. Here's Okazaki with space down the left field line. Now back, he lays it off to Guillermo Roman. Geoffroy Letienne. Out wide, Strumeyer sliding in. Does it on both ends, Jaden Strumeyer. Two 0 RKC. Another chance to go down the wing for Kevin Andrews. Been stifled so far, but here's a chance to run with speed. Has Spencer Dunlap beside him. Lays it off, and it'll fall to Garrigues. Long touch from the Quinnipiac freshman. That could have been 3. Had to take it one time for Jacob Garrigues. Couple of golden opportunities for RKC that have gone by. The Caius Cantautas miss, plus that missed opportunity from Garrigues. Ball up ahead. Andrews is onside. Dunlap was well out of spot to mark him. Now Andrews cuts in. There goes Mattia Bui. Ball in the box. Free header at the back. Garigues lays it off. Cantautas shoots. He scores! He makes up for his last miss with that one, and Caius Cantautas makes it 3. So Garigues, after switching from the midfield out wide, scores. We'll see if we can take a look at the most recent goal for RKC Third Coast. Just 4 minutes apart. We'll take a look at that goal. At the next stoppage, we get 3-0 RKC. That one ambitious. 3-0 RKC have exploded in half number 2. It looked like Rochester was settling into the game, but then a goal off of a corner from Jaden Strumeyer. And then Jacob Garigues finds his footing in the box finally and is able to lay off a pass to Caius Cantautas, as there's Garigues again, making his presence felt down that right side. And finish to find the back of the net, makes it 3-0 RKC. Rojas clears away again. Legut ducking under the ball is able to drive past Rogalski. Rogalski takes the man down. This will be a card for Nick Rogalski. Complaining a little bit to the referee about that, but it's a good foul to give up. It was 2-on-2 the other way between Legut, Parrish, Rogalski, and Strumeyer, and it looked like Rogalski was beat a little bit there. That's a yellow card you'll take if you're Nick Rogalski. It stops Rochester's momentum going forward. Gives the Loons a free kick. Play moves back to Geoffroy Letienne. Good pass from Letienne into Dunlap, but McCamey steps in the way. Mattia Bui out to Andrews. Andrews glides past a couple of defenders. He's held up, and there's a hold from McCamey. Now in space, Colin McCamey has it picked away from Parrish. Advantage played. Now Parrish wins back the free kick. The two captains, RKC's captain Colin McCamey, RFC's captain Jake Parrish, going man for man there as Caius Cantautas steps in front of the ball, allows his defense to get set, and now we'll get the count off from the referee. So Cantautas saunters his way back about 10 yards away from the ball as Parrish stands over it with his left foot. Parrish, great ball in. It's going to fall all the way to Rana, who's there to collect. Daniel Rana called into action once again. Another save for the Parkside men. RKC saves are brought to you by Camp Shutout, the world's largest goalkeeping camp, hosted in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Over 450 lodging rooms at Camp Shutout. Want to thank them for their support of RKC in 2024. Luis Flores taken out. Foul called. RKC will get a free kick on the backside. Legut showing pressure now. All of Rochester will step up. It'll go all the way back to Rana. Daniel Rana out to Strumeyer. Strumeyer's got space and a 3-0 lead that he's contributed to. Great ball to break lines from Mickey Riley. Can't do anything with it. Now it's a chance for Legut. Back comes Mickey Riley. The save from Rana, comfortable and down to his left. The save brought to you by Camp Shutout, the official save sponsor of RKC Third Coast. Here's Mattia Bui. gliding past Roman. Trying to find Andrews on the right wing. On the left wing, excuse me. Couldn't find him. From up here, it looks like Andrews has a brace on his knee. He does not. He just cuts the back of his socks to expose those calves a little bit. Here's Max Floriani. McCamey feeling pressure from Raul Cedillo. Flores with space. Pass couldn't find Gariguez, but Flores keeps it going. He'll go to the front post. It's off the post. Mickey Riley, the rebound, saved by McCloskey. What a run of play, and McCloskey again denies RKC. If that's any other goalkeeper, this game is 5-6-0. McCloskey single-handedly has kept Rochester in this. Chance to move down the near side with Bo Drath. Now Drath picks his head up. He finds Roman. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, they're supposed to do. All goes out of play on the far side. Substitutions coming in, 2 of them for Rochester. We'll wait to get eyes on those. Kazuki Okazaki is one of the players coming off, as is Spencer Dunlap. So Okazaki and Dunlap, the 2 players who come off. We'll wait to get some numbers of the players coming on. Ricardo Navia is one of the players coming on, number 22 for Rochester. And another one, Giovanni Lugo Ramirez, number 18, slots in at left back for Okazaki. Good ball in from RKC, headed away by Lopez Arteaga. 62nd minute of play. 2 second-half goals for RKC have been the difference in this one, along with a first-half goal from Mickey Riley. Here's Rogalski. Into McCamey. Checks his shoulder, turns to his left. Now Strumeyer with space to drive into the midfield. Had an option in Gariguez making a run. Instead, he'll play it to Floriani. Floriani out to Flores. Now back to Rogalski, last line of defense for RKC. Now Rogalski steps forward. Rogalski played over 1,600 minutes at Lewis University. Mainly a right back. They've slotted him into center back today at RKC. Jake Parrish, first time pass, finds nobody but the RKC Red. Don't really know what Parrish was doing there. He had a lot of time. A couple touches there from Jake Parrish would have been the difference. Great couple of 1-2 passes between Mickey Riley and Jaden Strumeyer. There's a ball from Colin McCamey. Offside flag goes up on Jacob Gariguez. But that one was close on the far side. Play quickly back from Rochester all the way back to Letienne. Now moving through the midfield. Ball finds its way now to the near side. In steps Parrish. He clips it far side. Chance to break for Lopez Arteaga. He's got a little bit of space. Cuts in now. Plays it with his left foot. It finds Legut. Steps to his right. Eric Legut driving through space. Rana comes out. Makes a sliding save. Daniel Rana, Jaden Strumeyer celebrating after that one. It's a save brought to you by Camp Shutout. The nation's largest goalkeeping camp, hosted in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, leads to a corner brought to you by the Prairie School. Ball comes in off the corner. It's low. It's driven in and cleared away by RKC. Kevin Andrews holds on play, gets pushed in the back, and Andrews plays it out. Wanted the foul call, won't get it. It's too late after the initial touches. We're gonna get a couple more subs for RKC Third Coast. Into the game comes Alan Alonso for Jacob Garrigues, as well as Will O'Connor for Nick Rogalski. So Will O'Connor steps in. So out goes Garrigues, in comes Will O'Connor. Also in comes Alan Alonso, off goes Nick Rogalski. Max Floriani slots into center back now for RKC Third Coast. Great sliding tackle. Now Mickey Riley can move in space, but his pass out to Kevin Andrews not in time. (3-0) the scoreboard as we stand in the 66th minute of play. Luis Flores goes down. It's a foul called. Flores has played extremely well so far for RKC down the right side, created a couple of offensive opportunities, but has defended really well. Into Alan Alonso. Alonso, who's still playing in club soccer for the State Cup of Wisconsin. As there's a ball from Floriani, flicked on by Cantautis, but no one there, making a run for the Green Bay forward. Now back to Nexar Rojas. The Orense SC youth player finds Letien, who goes all the way back to Miklosi. Chance to break forward again. Rojas, great pass up ahead, looking for Cedillo. It'll get there. 2-on-2 the other way. Strumeyer, the last man. This one clipped way too far ahead, and it's easy and simple for Daniel Rana. Rana picks up the ball. Cedillo gives a little push after. Now back to Rana. Max Floriani at center back. Came onto the game at halftime in place of Tank Anderson. That one skips under the foot of Alonso. Mickey Riley wins it back. Now a chance to break for Will O'Connor and Alan Alonso. The two substitutes combined. Alonso turns, plays into space for Floriani. Floriani with options. He'll pull it back. Got Strumeyer to his right. Will play to Flores on his left. Ball flicked ahead. O'Connor can make a run at it. Instead, it's turned over. Chance to break for Lopez Arteaga, breaking through into the midfield. With space. Former Drake defender, now at Hastings College. Letien up ahead. Ball flicked up by Jake Parrish. It's ambitious. Once again, when he had time, went for the invention, couldn't find it. Mickey Riley steps in. Colin McCamey with space to turn. Back to Andrews. Now Mattia Bui. Strumeyer. Clips it back to Rana. Rana trips over the ball, but he'll recover his footing. RKC's 2 home goals are brought to you by Visit Racine County, the official goal and highlight video sponsor of RKC Third Coast. Here's a chance to break forward for RKC down the right wing. Ball rolled in, cleared away by Letien. Headed forward. And Alonso pushes his man in the back. He'll take the yellow for that one. Once again, tactical yellow, not the worst decision in the world from the substitute. Free kick upcoming for Rochester, who are down 3-0. Their last match, a 4-1 loss to Bavarian United SC. Before that, they started off their 2024 season with a victory against St. Croix Legends, a 2-1 score, that one. Eric Lagut scored both goals in that RFC win. But this is a Rochester team that is now in their 4th game of the summer. They started the summer on May 11th with a Minnesota Super Cup matchup against Minneapolis City SC, a game in which they tied the score 1-1 thanks to a penalty, but then eventually ended up losing 2-1 away at Augsburg University. Bodrath lays it back to Roman. Roman clips it over the head of Caius Cantautis to Nexar Rojas. Lopez Arteaga breaks down the right side. Once again, I'm Arnav Pokhrel joining you for this RKC Third Coast game as Kevin Andrews steps forward. Here's Andrews, couple of step overs down to the right foot and away by McCamey. McCamey now back to Andrews on the left side. Andrews looking for space, has Letienne defending. Lays it back to McCamey. McCamey's looking for assist number 3. Brought down by Will O'Connor. Lays it off. Ambitious shot attempt from Alan Alonso, and it'll be a goal kick. Roman lays it off to Letienne. Step in by Parrish. Good one-touch pass to Bodrath. Now Roman. Great ball over, but it can't get over the head of Luis Flores. Loose pass back from Rochester, and a chance to break forward for Caius Cantautis. He turns into space, onto his left foot. He'll take a shot from distance. Oh my word! Caius Cantautis, take a bow! Caius Cantautis, that's a contender for goal of the week in USL 2. And that's why he's RKC's number 9. Oh my word. Caius Cantautis, how are you doing today? Let's take another look at night, Rochester, 4-0 RKC. All up ahead, intended for Cedillo. Strumeyer collects, turns his man, and sends Cedillo flying to the ground. Substitution for Rochester. In comes Elliot Idehen on the left wing. It's a bad pass from Floriani, and a chance to break for Eric Lagut. Strumeyer steps in. Jaden Strumeyer's been a revelation so far for RKC. Has a goal as well to his name. He runs through contact. The RKC Third Coast Caius Cantautis goal brought to you by Visit Racine County, the official goal sponsor of RKC Third Coast in 2024. There was a pass into him. So Flores credited with the assist on the Caius Cantautis banger of a goal. Here's Cedillo working with Ricardo Navia. Navia, the brother of former Rochester player Diego Navia, who spent his last season at William and Carey University down south. That ball goes to no man's land for Rochester. It'll roll out of play. It looks like Rochester will make one final substitution on the night. Ferris Cholich stands at the halfway line. And that will clear out their bench. 75 minutes in, RKC lead 4-0. This is a matchup they won 3-0 away in Rochester, 6-1 at home last year. Starting off well again in 2024. Floriani rolls to his right foot, drives a pass into Contautas, who takes a shot to the back. No call from the referee on that Caius Contautas foul. And Strumeyer cleans up at the back. Contautas still down. McCamey out wide to Mattia Bui. Bui driving through space. Drives past Ricardo Navia. Playing out to Andrews, who keeps it in. Andrews working on Bo Drath. The pass in. Finds Contautas. Rolls it in! Caius Contautas. Goal number 2 in quick succession. And we're 5-0 RKC. While Caius Contautas missed a sitter early in the first half, he's came back in the second half and done extremely well. 2 goals, one from long distance, and this one from close by, just slotting it home in the bottom right corner. No. Faris Cholich on for Eric Lagut. Substitution for Rochester after the RKC goal. Faris Cholich comes on. Eric Lagut steps off. McCamey holds on to the ball. Here's Bo Drath stepping into the midfield. Drath not giving up, still has space, and then he slips on his own foot and slams the ground in frustration. Out to Andrews with space. Parrish defending. Not a situation you see Jake Parrish in often. And Andrews finds Alonso. Alonso lays it off to McCamey. Flores. Now McCamey. Everyone wanting McCamey to shoot. He keeps possession. Mattia Bui lifted in, and it's cleared away by Nexar Rojas. Floriani steps in. Flores will lay it back to Strumeyer. Strumeyer's got a goal today. Caius Contautas has 2 goals today. Mickey Riley's got 1. Mickey Riley lays it in. Andrews slots it. Bottom right corner. It's 6-0. Everyone on the score sheet for RKC. Kevin Andrews, this one. And 6-0 RKC flying. The pressure doesn't stop here. Kevin Andrews, the goal scorer. Mickey Riley, the assister. And the pressure continues for Mickey Riley, who's got a goal and an assist of his own. Strumeyer calm at the back. Mickey Riley sliding challenge in. Wins possession back. Now he's fouled. Geoffroy Etienne falls on top of him. Jacob Howard into the game. Daniel Chiappetta also on. Off goes Caius Contautis. And one more substitution for RKC in the front lines, as now you've got a front three of Daniel Chiappetta, Kevin Andrews, and Jacob Howard. And a 6-0 scoreline. It was 1-0 at halftime. RKC had a couple of missed chances, but really it could have only been 3-0. We talk about missed chances and making up for it in a big way in half number 2. Caius Contautis rips one from 30 yards out. Scores another one from close range. Gets help from Kevin Andrews, who puts one in the back of the net. Everyone on the score sheet. Jacob Garrigo has picked up an assist for RKC. McCamey leaves it to the right for Chiappetta. Now back to Flores. Inside to Alonso. Chiappetta again. Western Illinois UIC players linking up. Chiappetta and Alonso respectively, as that one's played out off of Alonso. Okay, it was 5-1 last year. And then it was 6-1. That was 1, right? Oh, Harry Marisha. The question was for RKC, how do you replace the scoring prowess of Ethan Horde? The answer, everyone scores for RKC. Kevin Andrews, Mickey Riley, Jaden Strumeyer was on the score sheet today from center back. Caius Contautis, the new number 9, had 2 of his own. And the most recent goal scored by Kevin Andrews. Strumeyer. Out to Will O'Connor. So that substitution was Jacob Howard. Came on. As here is Howard making a run down the left flank. Will O'Connor is slotted in to left back. He didn't just score, though. That was Kevin. Mickey, goal number 1. Jaden, goal number 2. So we're going to bring Caius up here. We have to. We have to bring Caius up here. For the heck. Yeah. He's our player. Everybody. Caius Contautis, the hat trick. He'll be our player of the game for RKC, but really it's a front-to-back effort. Everyone on the offensive line, and Colin McCamey with his couple of assists. As here's Andrews, who scored the most recent goal. Contact, a foul called on Rochester. Moving forward, it's Faris Cholic who wins possession back for Rochester, but he's going backwards. There's a foul. Alan Alonso is already on a yellow. Got to be a little bit careful as he's moving backward, but not really a dangerous opportunity, so no card shown to Alonso. Ball played up to Cedillo. Parrish brings it down. Lays it back. Good move from Rochester forward. Cholich, the number 9. Lays it out to the left. Ball comes in. Open header for Cedillo. It's in the back of the net. 6-1. 85th minute. Rochester get 1. Raul Cedillo scores the goal. The assist comes from the left wing. And well, we've exactly mirrored the score from last year here. It was 6-1 at Pritchard Park last year. It's 6-1 at Pritchard Park right now. Floriani, content to hold on to the ball. You've got 4 minutes of stoppage time, or 4 minutes until stoppage time, I should say. As here's Strumeyer. You lose the clean sheet if you're Daniel Rana. As here's McCamey gliding through the midfield. We'll find Will O'Connor on the left. It's was it not? It was I had Ramirez. 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 Yeah. Ball goes out of play. Throw in by Will O'Connor. Things have slowed down a little bit. 87th minute of play. 6-1 RKC. The lone goal for Rochester scored by Raul Cedillo. Mention him as a player from Orense SC. Him and Nexar Rojas, both Ecuadorian players, as there's a sliding challenge through the back leg, and Kevin Andrews is down. Nexar Rojas got away with one there. Tia Bui, who has exited the pitch earlier on in the substitution that brought Chiapetta and Howard onto the pitch, has been replaced by Will O'Connor. And here's another chance to break forward for Rochester. Cholich, sliding challenge from Strumeyer. Well, Jaden Strumeyer has been excellent today. One of the defensive stars for this RKC team. Thank you. Mickey Riley moving in space. Ball up forward. Kevin Andrews just in an offside position. Both teams have emptied their benches, except for the goalkeepers. Nick Diana for RKC. Stefan Schenk for Rochester. Your home goals today have been brought to you by Visit Racine County. All 6 of them have been brought to you by Visit Racine County. Your corner kicks today brought to you by the Prairie School. And your saves today brought to you by Camp Shutout. Final 2 minutes of action. We're going to bring Caius Cantaunis up here after the game, so make sure you stick around for a post-game interview with Caius Cantaunis. Colin McCamey goes down. Yellow card shown to Ricardo Navia. That's a common sight for the Navias. Last year, Diego Navia led Rochester in yellow cards. This year, it's Ricardo Navia who picks one up in the 89th minute of the game. Here's McCamey. Standing around a little bit, waiting for the clock to wind down a little bit and get the all clear from the referee. Lights come on in the press box as we're getting to the closing stages of this one. Back to Strumeyer. Cedillo chases lightly over to Floriani. Floriani goes long. Mickey Riley's on the far side, touches it down. Back to Will O'Connor. O'Connor into Strumeyer. We're getting note of 5 minutes of stoppage time between the two sides. We'll get to the 95th minute tonight. Back to Daniel Rana. Rana pushes his team forward. Strumeyer. Long touch back to Rana. And Rana just gets away with it. Kevin brings it down. Here's Andrews. Out to Mickey Riley. Inside to Alonso. Turns well. Has an option out wide. Plays it in Flores. Flores up ahead. One-time pass. From what looks like Jacob Howard, as him and Daniel Chiappetta have switched spots on the wings. Back to Alonso. Alonso out to Howard. Howard with his left foot. Back to Flores. Now inside McCammy's got pressure. And there's a chop at McCammy. Yellow card shouldn't be shown there, but it is a foul on Fadis Colic. McCammy just plays it back comfortably as we are into stoppage time. We'll have 95 minutes total in this one. McCammy out wide. Driving in. Laid off to Chiappetta. Ball clipped in. McCammy shoves his man a little bit. A chance for Mickey Riley. There's a foul called on Mickey Riley after he had won possession of the ball, but it'll go the other way. And, well, with only 3 or 4 minutes left in this one, you can't complain too much if you're RKC. 6-1 scoreline, mirroring the result of last year. Strumeyer touches it down. And that's class from Jaden Strumeyer. Just calm at the back from the UNCW grad student. That ball played out by Rana. It'll be a throw-in for RFC. Final closing stages of this one. And a chance to break forward. Alonso checking his shoulder. Just couldn't find it. Now a chance to break for Rochester. Parrish. Won back by Mickey Riley, but Parrish battles back for it. Ball played out wide to Idehen. Step in by Flores, who's been excellent today. McCammy up ahead. Inside to Mickey Riley. Now McCammy again. Floriani feeling some pressure. Will lay it off to Strumeyer. RKC just want that final whistle. Howard gets taken down, no foul called, and a chance to break out wide for Jake Parrish. Parrish, the long ball up ahead. Floriani tracks back and wins it out of the air. Well, since Floriani has moved to center back, there has been a goal conceded, but it also has been a lot of great play from Max Floriani and Jaden Strumeyer. And a ball clipped up ahead, headed away by RKC. Early shot, and it's comfortable for Daniel Rana. We're into the 94th minute of extra time. The Daniel Rana save brought to you by Camp Shutout, the official save sponsor of RKC in 2024. Camp Shutout, hosted in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, is your save sponsor for RKC 2024. Stay tuned post-game for our save recap on our social media pages at RKC Third Coast on Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter. Here's a pass out wide to Idehen. Idehen finds it inside but can't find the feet of his teammate. RKC struggling to break out. Now we'll find McCammy. Well, Colin McCammy's got the captain's armband. He'll slow play down. Final minute of stoppage time. Floriani. Rana clears away. High and didn't go far for Daniel Rana, and a chance to break forward again. McCammy intercepts. Colin McCammy has been everywhere for RKC. 2 assists from his holding midfield spot. He feels the pressure, turns it over. Fadis Colic breaks forward. Now a chance for Raul Cedillo to Colic. He's sandwiched in between 2, and he goes down. Can't do anything with it. Alonso clears it away. There's the final whistle. Your final score, 6-1. RKC Third Coast start off 2024 with a bang. Same result as last year against Rochester FC at home. 6-1 for the Third Coast. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to get Caius Cantautis up here after his hat trick of goals for a quick post-game interview right here on the RKC YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.